and the team is operational, and these leaders really are confused on how to lead their team members, how to increase productivity, and how they can actually achieve the goals that they want. They have the number of leaders or the number of downlines, but they are not sure on how to support their own leaders, their own downlines who are interested to work. They come to the offices, they come to the meetings, to the events. They're willing to work, but they are not as productive as the leader expects them to be. So if you are in such condition or situation, then I would like to explain for you a very important task that you can actually do in order to achieve an amazing duplication and also increase in your sales, in your bonuses, etc. So what we're going to talk about, I have a format here. Let me change the lens direction and the camera direction, and let me explain it for you here. This is what I wanted to explain for you today. This is a system flow enabling sheet. What is enabling? Enabling is actually a step-by-step coaching as per the system that you follow to a specific leader one-on-one, so that the leader takes the trainings step by step, as you can see here, and the leader is given assignments to do after every training, and then you take notes of when the activity is given or the training is given, and when the leader completes the assignment, then you fill up this form that he or she has completed it. If the leader does not do the assignment that you give them, then you're not going to just abandon the leader. You are going to sit together, fix appointment, sit one-on-one, or you can also call the leader and then try to do the assignment together. Do not do any assignment that is the responsibility of your downline by yourself, because when you take the responsibility, you actually deprive them from the chance to grow, from the opportunity to progress. So the reason why we progress is because we take responsibility and we're committed to it. So the same is true. You have to multiply the number of leaders who are willing to take responsibility. So you will let them know what is their responsibility. Clearly, they should know. And once they know, you will help them on how to implement it. So you will be a co-worker with them, and then support them through the way. You are not going, by supporting does not mean giving what you have. For example, giving money or giving a downline for them. No. You'll give them knowledge and your skills. You will work together with them so that they build that skill. So this enabling sheet, which is a format, we have two formats. Number one is as per the targets. We have two formats. Number one is when somebody joins today for a new downline, for a new customer, downline actually. You fill up the name. Let me show you. So we have two enabling formats like this. So the first one is enabling form for a beginner. So you will write the name of the person, the telephone number, and how many accounts the person opened. If it is just one, you will also allow them or inform them that they can open the second and the third account in this business as soon as possible, because starting with triple accounts is much more easier to succeed than working with just one account. And once you fill up that, so you will have a file like this for different people. One sheet is for one leader. So it is like a data, a follow-up, so that you know what trainings you have given for that leader, when you have given that leader that training, and which assignments the leader has done, which one not yet. So you will follow through like this every week, at least once in a week. If it is more than a week, then you have time, very good. So you go through the training, okay? If you don't have the PowerPoint of the training, then I can send it to you. The trainings are here, the assignments are here. Now, when somebody finishes this, for example, sometimes you may give other trainings which are not listed here. So when you give Mr. X other trainings which are not listed here, you are going to write it down here. You will write the training in the assignment you give that leader, and when the person does the assignment, then you will make a note here when he has completed these assignments. This is a very powerful tool to make sure that you duplicate leaders properly, professionally, and for sure. The problem with many of us is that we just let people join our business, and then we just direct them very unprofessionally, very casually. We just tell them how to give OPP, where to bring people, and then we tell them, go and bring people, go and bring customers. That's what we tell them. This cannot bring about a very good duplication. You cannot build strong leaders like that. You may have the desire and the dream to succeed, but remember, these people, some people, they don't have as big desire as you have. Some people don't have as strong dreams as you have, etc. So do not expect people to be strong like you. They can be more stronger than you. That is possible. They can be. But for the time being, they may not know how to. So it is up to you and me to make sure to show them step by step on how to succeed. So this format, this enabling format, will allow you and me to be organized leaders. It will allow you and me to select the right leaders and to be focused on few leaders and understand the power of Pareto principle or 80-20 principle. 20% of the leaders bring about 80% of the production in your organization or your bonus. So if you want to succeed, you can't give quality time for all your downlines. That is impossible. That is reality. I'm not trying to tell you to teach you impossible. I'm trying to let you realize the reality that you're one person, and in order to maximize your bonus or sales, you must make sure that you create people exactly the way how you do things. They can also do things like the 6 basic activities: prospecting, invitation, presentation, follow-up, training, and enabling. This is enabling. Any leader who has produced $1,000 and above, or any leader who has produced like 20 leaders or more who are willing to come every day, willing to do this business every day, should give time, half of his time or her time, for the leaders, one-on-one, repeatedly. Select a leader. So you need to select, like, you can start with 20 leaders, because it is not fact that all the 20 will go through all the enabling and finish this enabling. Out of 20, through time, someone will drop out, and if you have 5 to 9 people who are willing to persist and they go through this, they do the assignment, they follow you, then you are successful. But if you start with 5 people at the end of the month, or 2, 3, 4 months, you may not have anyone in your enabling list. So start with 20, a little bit bigger number, but it is very good enough to select, to get your 10 or 5 people, leaders who are going to succeed. Now what will happen, let me show you the first form. This is the first level, or the beginner's level enabling form. When you finish this, number 1, it will take 3 to 6 months, but by the time you finish this, the person will be full-timer, the person will be committed, the person will have his or her own OPP programs, business orientation programs. The person will be able to do this business, the basic tasks, if not the whole business, the basic tasks by himself or herself. So this is level 1 enabling. Please select today 20 people from your leaders, from your downlines. But when you select, please don't select the poor ones. When I mean the poor ones, means they don't trust on themselves and etc. No, select the top producers. Select those who are winning, who are teachable, coachable from you, who are producing results. Then let them go through these trainings and do the assignment. You know what will happen? This is like a manufacturing. You will have raw materials, and the raw material goes through this, and then you will have leaders who have the same way of thinking, who have done the same activities. So you will have a culture in your organization. They have the same way of thinking, the same way of doing things, the same way of teaching and learning. So you will get an amazing synergy in your organization. That is absolutely important in this business. So once you finish this, there is a level 2 enabling sheet. So the same is true for level 1. In our business, people will become already 7-star when they finish. So when they are 7-star, you will write their names, that person's leader, that leader's name here, and then the number of accounts he or she has opened and telephone number. Then you start other trainings. Look at this. Step number 1 of level 2 is team system event. We need to teach them about team system event. So, and system and leadership, product, and even enabling how to duplicate. Also, this one has trainings, and every training has assignments. These assignments are action plans. When people do these assignments, they are actually doing the business. So by doing so, you will be getting, this format will take 6 to 12 months. So the first one, it takes up to 6 months, the second one up to 12 months, so 1 year and a half. For one leader, if you want to enable a leader through foundation level and intermediate level, it will take 1.5 years. How many of you, let me ask you this question, how many of you enabled a group of leaders, or like 5 to 10 leaders, for 1.5 years? It's not they call you, they come. No, you initiate the meeting, you meet them, you call them, and you sit one-on-one. You know, one-on-one is very important. You sit with them one-on-one, teach them, train them, coach them. How many of you are doing this? You know, this is very important. Many people, unfortunately, they are very good for their downlines only until they join. But once they join, I can dare to say 99.9% of the leaders, they abandon them. Okay, they may call them, but they don't do it with a professional filing like this, the one I am showing you. Now, please, leaders, start to prepare these formats. The formats, I'll try to post it here, take a picture and post it on comment, and then print it and list down your leaders there. Start to train them as soon as possible. Then after 2 years, 1.5 years, you will see amazing progress in your business. You will see amazing independence in your leaders. But let me tell you what will happen when you finish the second enabling form, which is intermediate level enabling form. When you go through that, what will happen is your downlines, the leaders, will be able to build their own team, to organize their own small and big events, and to start to lead their teams professionally and properly. Honestly speaking, then you can retire 80% of your time will be free, because they don't need you. They know what you know. They can do what you do. They can form a team without your presence. So this way you can actually create miracles from this amazing business. Network marketing is amazing. The only thing is, we the leaders, we need to know on how to hold it, what to do professionally, and how to do the things professionally. That's very important. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can send me on the comments, and then next time I will send you back some of the answers, and later on I will post on the comment